Hello, lovely YouTubers. It's Jessie Kaleidoscope here. I am oh my gosh, my mind is it's going crazy. I did it. I saw the Hunger Games, and may I just say it was absolutely incredible. Just incredible. Um, Alert to you people who have not seen Hunger Games yet. There are spoilers. So if you haven't seen the Hunger Games yet, do not, you probably don't want to watch this because there are there are spoilers. So I'll do my best to try not to, ruin the whole movie for you, but if you've read the book, you pretty much already know, but whatever. Um so I went to the midnight showing, which I kind of moved to a smaller town. Um, I'm from a big city. Where I'm from a fairly large city, like 300,000 people. Um, so I just recently moved to a town that has only 61,000 blah 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 people. So I was expecting this premiere to be like every other premiere and be crazy and loud and chaotic and all this stuff. It wasn't that bad. Like seriously, it was not that bad. And I was just shocked. Like I'm like, "Really? This is all the people that are there?" Like, okay, cool. But so it really wasn't that loud. It wasn't that um, chaotic. It was really quiet compared to what I'm used to personally. Like the people that I was with who were from here, they're like, "Holy cow, there's so many people. This is crazy." I'm like, "What? Like seriously, this is a lot of people, really?" But whatever. Like I said, I'm from the big city. I moved to a smaller town. Um, um, but we get into the movie. And of course, this happens to me on every single premiere that I go to. Every single Twilight, every single Pirates movie, just every single premiere. There are always a group of junior high girls who sit right in front of me. Every single time, without fail. I'm like, okay, to those of you who are in junior high and are watching this, I am not meaning to offend, but you guys can be very, very annoying in premieres. Every time someone says Gale or every time someone says PETA does not mean that you have to scream every single time. It is so freaking annoying. It and that's seriously, it's what they do. Every time the camera would hit PETA, ah! Every time the camera would go to Gale, ah! I love you guys. Okay? I do. I really truly do. But you can be very, very, very annoying. Which is why I always have to see the movie again later on because I never get the actual full effect on premiere night. Because, yeah, it's annoying. Just stop it. So, other than that, um, really it was awesome movie, awesome acting. It stayed fairly true to the book. Like I mean, I'm pretty sure this is one of the first movies that I've movie to book adaptions. I mean, excuse me, book to movie adaptation that actually stayed like 90% true to the book. I mean, I mean, the dialogue, some of the dialogue was spot on. The some of the I mean, the scenes were spot on. The actors, the actresses were spot on. I mean, it was crazy. Now, no, they took some justice. They did take some liberty, um, in the movie, like with the game makers. They had that little like station. I thought that was awesome. Like they had that little station where they would like it was like computer graphics, and they would like when she was running through the forest away from the fire, they would like be on their little computers and they would be like, move the tree in front of her. And so they would like take the little tree and then like make it fall on the map, and then it would fall like in the arena. It was awesome. I'm like, oh, this wasn't in the book, but that's freaking sweet. Like that was really cool. I liked that a lot. Um, I thought it was awesome. But so they took some liberty with that. One of the things that the only part of the movie that I was like really truly like disappointed in, that I thought personally that I thought was cheesy, was when Peeta and Katniss rode in on the chariot in the parade when they were supposed to be on fire. That I thought that was kind of cheesy, because I honestly, just in my opinion, do please, for the love of God, do not bite my head off. Okay, it's my opinion. I can think the way I want to think. I can, I personally thought it was cheesy. They didn't do as good of a job as I was hoping, because that's one of my favorite parts in the book, and I was just like, oh, okay, that's kind of like you could tell that it was fake. Like for me personally, I could tell that it was fake, but I mean, whatever. It's fine if you love that part. That's great. It's all power to you. That's fine. I just thought it was a little cheesy. Um, and I think that, oh, and the mutts. The mutts. I loved the mutts. I loved it. I thought that Suzanne Collins killed it with those. I was like, yes, that's freaking awesome. Like, such an amazing finale. And they didn't really go into much depth about the mutts. Like, they didn't talk about, like, how they, like, copied the players, the tributes that were in the games like they did in the book. And they were just, like, big ugly dogs. Like they didn't go into much detail as I had hoped. So that was pretty much those were pretty much the only downsides. Out of 5 stars, I'd give it a 4.5. Like, I mean, that does not break the movie for me. That doesn't break my fandom over it. Just those two little parts, those few little things. I mean, if that's all they did, then I'm fine. For those of you who have heard that if you're prone to motion sickness, do not go in the movie, it is very true, okay? It is very true. It is crazy. That camera is constantly moving. There's 3 explosions. She's running through the fire. I mean, it's ridiculous. My friend that I was with my cousin, and she got motion sickness, and she couldn't finish the movie because she had to leave and go throw up for the rest of the movie, and we still had like 30 minutes left of the movie, so she missed the last half hour, 45 minutes of the movie because she got sick. And we couldn't really, there was 4 of us at the movie, and like we were kind of in the reject seats, like the very front of the theater where like no one ever wants to be. I understand this now because I was there, but there were other seats in the theater available, but not 4 in a row, so we had to sit right there, and it sucked. I cannot wait to go to this movie again and have good seats. Like, I'm just saying, because yeah, it sucked. But I was fine. I don't get motion sick. So I was good. I got a headache. Um Sorry. I got a headache was about all that really happened. And I was like, I was blinking a lot because I was trying not to, like, my head felt like it was gonna explode, but I didn't get sick. But yeah, definitely an amazing movie, well worth the wait. I was so excited. I was a little worried that it was Lionsgate just because I've seen a lot of Lionsgate movies, and 9 out of 10 of them are extremely stupid or disappointing. Or I've only seen two other Lionsgate films that were actually good. Um, and so I was like, oh, I really wish Lionsgate didn't do this, but they actually did a very good job. Props to you. I give you a round of applause. You totally blew my expectations. I was very pleased. Um, I can't wait to see it again. My boyfriend and I are going next weekend. I'm gonna, or this week. My mom and my aunt and I are all going again, so I'm gonna see it a bunch of times before it even hits the dollar theater. So, um, just awesome job. It was an amazing movie, well worth the wait. I mean, aside from the few people who weren't in it, aside from the little, liberties they took and some scenes that were missing, whatever, it was an awesome movie. And I promise, you will not be disappointed. I will, however, stress, just like I always do, read the book before you see the movie. I will say this to you over and over and over. Read the book first, because honestly, the movie rarely ever does the book justice. But in this case, it was pretty good. So, but just, you know, the movie's never as good as the book ever. But yeah, definitely awesome movie. Amazing. Cannot wait to see it again. I I was so pleased. So, yeah. So that was my ranting and raving about the Hunger Games movie. So, I love you guys, and thumbs up if you love the Hunger Games, and thumbs down if you didn't like the movie. Whatever, either way is good with me. So I'll see you guys later. Bye, lovelies.